What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another video about college. Today we're specifically going to be talking about time management. If you've watched any of my other videos, I talk about getting involved in college, other activities, hobbies, clubs, as well as doing your classwork. And that can sound really overwhelming. It can sound like a lot. But guys, this video is only going to be applicable to you if you have the determination and the commitment to make change in your life. So if you're not, this might not help you, but just listen in anyway. So, if you want to time manage, you're going to have to set yourself some boundaries, some schedules. You're going to have to do some actions that are really important. One, guys, you need to list out everything that you have on your plate. Everything that you think you're going to do or that you are doing. Because that'll give you a perspective on all the things that you have to accomplish. Once you have all those things listed out, you'll be able to look at them and say, which of these are most important to me, guys? Now, you're going to want to pick, a top 5 and then reduce it to a top 3 and then find out what your top 1 is. And usually those top 5 things are what's going to consist of most of your life. Now, you might have other things that are on there. You might leave them on the list. But you're going to have to set up a schedule for yourself. You're going to have to prioritize these top 5 things. So what's most important to you? So when two of these items come to you and they say, I need you both on Tuesday at 5 o'clock, you have to have a priority. You have to have something set in stone that you've already decided, because in the moment you're going to make a wrong decision. So number one thing is you got to make decisions, got to set boundaries before the time is needed. So setting up, what are your most important things, what are your most important priorities, what comes first, and what you're going to say yes to first, because when you say yes to something else, it means no to everything else. Now, what's also really important, guys, is to have a calendar, whether it's a digital calendar or an agenda. Most schools give out agendas. That's going to be really helpful too, because oftentimes you're going to forget things. With so many things going on, you're going to forget. Even I, the most organized person, at least people tell me that all the time. I'm not trying to boast or anything, but even people who are really organized, they're going to need schedules. I have a calendar of my own. Every time something comes up, I add it to the calendar. Even if it's tentative, I add it to the calendar so that way when somebody asks me later, I can go to the calendar and be like, oh, I have this, and then I see, oh yeah, then I remember, oh, it's tentative, so maybe if I decide I don't want to do that, then I can say yes to this person, or to this commitment. So that's really important, is choosing to set priorities and boundaries, have a calendar, and then lastly, I think, well, there's lots of things you could add to it, but I think what's also really important, guys, is to make sure that you're not overwhelmed. Like, when you become overwhelmed, when your brain starts going at 1,000,000 miles an hour, that's when you start to make mistakes. You start to do bad decisions. You start to get more stressed out. You start to have an unhappy, unpleasant lifestyle. And so, if you want to be able to make good decisions, you want to be able to keep your calendar going, you want to be able to excel at all these things that you have on your plate, you need to make sure that you take the proper time and rest. So in that calendar, schedule yourself some rest time. Make sure that you have time to enjoy yourself, do your hobbies, do what you like doing, and that's going to help you succeed at the rest of decision making and time management. Now, I want to share one last piece about, studying and that kind of thing. Just like you need rest from everything, you need rest specifically from specific actions. So for example, studying. Don't study for 8 hours straight. It's not going to help you. Don't study all right before the exam. That's not going to help you. You need to space it out, because your brain needs time to consume it, process it, remember it, internalize it, and then you can study again. So take that time after you study for an hour, whatever amount of time you can focus for it, you study for that, you get up, even if it's just walk around and get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, do that, take a break, and then come back to it. And then it's even better is, like, if you're studying for an exam, study a week or 2 weeks out in advance. Now, if you want more study tips, you can check out the video up above. Other than that, guys, please, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a comment below. Or if you have any tips of your own for time management, leave those down below, because I'm sure the rest of the community would like to hear them, as would I. And then most importantly, guys, I need to ask you to subscribe and share this video with somebody who you think could really benefit from it, because that's going to help me reach more people, which is my goal. So, if you guys could please subscribe and share with somebody, I would really appreciate it. And then until next time, high five!